I did my best to become the killer, and this is just to see if you want to see more. It is cringeworthy. You have been warned. Today I decided, since it was Halloween. It's not Halloween. Well, since it's April, I decided that today I will be reading a story. Not just any story, but a story that is frightening. But I also tell it in my own style. Stay tuned for the story. Hello, my name is Jeffrey Woods, and today I will be showing my story. The story of how I became who I am. It was August 9th, 2004. We were moving to a new town that I've never seen before. But it's where my parents met, so we had to go. On our way there, after we were done unpacking, the neighbor showed up, asked us if we wanted to come to her 70-year-old's birthday. Me and my brother Lou were about to say no, but then my mom says yes. I tell her, "Mom, why?" My mom answers, my mom just simply replied, "Because you're new and you need friends." We told her we're like 12 and 14. How are we gonna be friends with someone all half our age? Then she becomes quiet and just goes to the kitchen. The next day I had an urge I haven't felt in a long time. It happened a couple of years back. I told my brother about it, but he just told me to calm and it'll go away the next night. I believed him. Oh boy, was I wrong. After breakfast, I had the urge again, and this time it was stronger. I didn't know what it was, but I continued off like if it was normal. When we arrived at the bus stop, some kid jumped over my brother's head with a fucking skateboard. The kid said to give him all the money he has in his pocket. My brother gave it to him since the kid pulled out a knife. I said, "Give that back to my brother." The kid said, "Oh, really? What are you gonna do about it?" I got extra mad. And so I punched 3 kids that I found their names later that day. Randy, I punched him so hard, his ear got knocked out. And then I stabbed a kid in the wrist, which was Troy. And Travis, the fat one, I punched him so hard, he vomited. Me and my brother booked it, but the bus guy saw the bodies there. That afternoon, police came into our house. They said that someone saw us running from the scene of what happened. My brother, I actually had the knife. I kept it. And my brother saw that I was going to juvenile detention. He came down running with the knife, and the police officer arrested him, even though it wasn't him. I was a wreck. I was crying in tears. Saturday came. My mom was taking me to the kid's birthday, but she told me to put something on because I just had my pajamas. So I put on a white hoodie and some black formal pants. But that's about it. She told me if I was going like that, I answered yes, whether she liked it or not. She didn't like my attitude that day. She knew I was kind of sad. But then, when we went to the kid's house, do you know who appeared? You guessed it. Randy, Travis, and Troy. They had guns. Randy dropped his and gave it to Troy. Troy said nobody moves or got to a fly. Man, that was cheesy. Well, anyways, Randy came up to me and started punching and kicking me. He said, "Get up, you little bitch. Fight." Our urge came back. I finally understood what it was. It wasn't pain, sadness, gladness, nothing of that. It was bloodthirst. So I picked up and killed Randy, punched him to death, and then Troy came in to save him. But before that, he was able to get some alcohol on me because he broke a bottle over my head. But little did he know, later I would slit his throat with the same bottle. Finally came Travis's turn. We fought upstairs in the bathroom. So we fought fiercely, but in the end, he got the upper hand since bleach got all over me. I punched him and he fell down. Since he was about to die, he started laughing. I asked him, "Why are you laughing? Don't you know you're about to die?" He responded, "Don't you know science, you idiots? It's logical sense. Bleach and alcohol, you know, that's flammable." The motherfucker takes the lighter and throws it. I start screaming in pain. He dies slowly. He is presumed dead at the hospital. I started screaming for help. They took me to the hospital and they released Lou since they found out he didn't commit the bad deeds. It was the other boys. So then, after 2 weeks, the medical mask they gave me was off. People were scared. My brown hair turned a dark black. And my skin turned white. And ash white. My parents asked me that I didn't look any different. I laughed. I told them I looked beautiful. It was the truth. When we got back home, little did I know, my mother asked the doctor if I was going to be okay. The doctor responded by saying, yeah, that it'll only be a couple of days. Oh my god, that was the worst mistake they have ever made. Later that day, I went to the restroom, but before that, I got a kitchen knife. I started cutting these scars into my cheeks that left me a permanent smile, and I cut off my eyelids so I could never go to sleep. My mother caught me. I turned around and asked her if I was pretty. My mother said yes because she was scared shitless if something was gonna happen if I said no. I knew she was lying. I don't like when people lie. But then she goes on to my father. Tries to wake him up during the middle of the night to get his gun. What do you think is my reaction? I slit both their throats and cut on them like a fish. My brother Lou was sleeping. He thought he heard something, but then just went back to sleep. I covered his mouth and then started cutting open his stomach. Then I started cutting another facial scar just like mine and more scars on his face. And when I thought I gave the finishing blow, I said, "Shh, go to sleep."
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love